When you teach, when you preach, when you counsel, preach the whole counsel of God. Acts 20, 26 and 27. Paul, talking to the elders of the church at Ephesus, said, I'm innocent of the blood of all of you because I did not shrink from declaring to you the whole counsel of God. That's in Greek the motto of Westminster Seminary on the shield. It's challenging to talk about the roles of men and women, differences between men and women, in a culture that says man can be a woman or a woman can be a man. Foolishness. But we're responsible to teach faithfully. So I don't want to stand before God at the final judgment and have him say, Wayne, why didn't you teach on biblical manhood and womanhood? It was there in my word. It was clear. I was afraid somebody would criticize me on Facebook. I don't want to be in that position. I want to be faithful until the end of my life, teaching what the Bible teaches and not compromising on it. That God has created us in his image as male and female. And there's a difference. My 2.5-year-old granddaughter knows the difference between boys and girls. There's an anti-Christian tendency or pressure to obliterate all differences between human beings. The differences are wonderful. They provide great joy in life, and attempt to obliterate those is to deny an essential part of our personhood. I think ultimately our differences shows that there can be diversity and unity in the human race. That's a reflection ultimately of the diversity and unity in the Trinity. We have three persons but one being. And I think that's why he's created both diversity and unity in the universe. The attempt to make us all the same is inevitably an attempt to diminish, suppress the God-given differences which we should rejoice in. A century ago, when Princeton Seminary was very conservative and Bible-believing, Charles Hodge was a professor of theology. He went to Germany for 2 years. It was 1820s, it's more than 100 years ago. And was puzzled by German Protestantism, how it strayed into liberal unbelief in the Bible. And he came back and said to the chapel students at Princeton, the reason they went astray from biblical teaching was the loss of what he called vital piety, what we would call our own personal relationship with Jesus. And he said, when men lose the life of religion, they can believe the most monstrous doctrines and glory in them. So I would say, be sure throughout your life and ministry, a lot of times, decisions between obedience to the Lord and disobedience in the Christian life are instant decisions. Shall I click on that internet site or not? Shall I read that email or not? Shall I spend some more time on that conversation or not? They're decisions that take place just in an instant. And again, 100 times a month, when facing decisions between do I do this or that, I'm constantly aware of a fear of losing the Lord's favor. God has given blessing and favor to my ministry and my life. I fear losing that through any kind of disobedience. We have a society that is very careless with the truth. Keep your relationship with the Lord fresh and strong every day.